Just a few climbs I did today here at Bouldering Project. Starting off with this purple one. Requires a little bit of a jump here. Once I could grab that left purple hold and put my right foot on there, match my feet on the starting holds. Now this is a bit of a twisting motion. Once I can get my right foot on there, I just gotta swivel and put all my confidence in my right foot. Once I got my right hand up there, it's easy peasy with the volume on the right. This one was killing me. I could not, for the life of me, get the purple hold on top. So the start isn't crazy. It took a bit to figure out, but I could get it. Small left crimp on that left, right on the edge of that wall. Now, mind you, where I'm putting my feet are not the most confidence-inspiring. I'll spare you the moments where I'm figuring out where to put my feet. It's really the closest I got. We'll come back to it. Just want to show this purple one that I couldn't finish just because there's a weird baby's head to hold. I just don't feel like I'm tall enough to do this one without jumping. Now this one is one of the ones I'm most proud of actually. I used a right heel hook and actually used my calf and hamstring to put myself up. From then on, it's not too bad in this first part. There's a couple really deep hand holds there. They're kind of like round pockets. Here, height is not an advantage, or height is an advantage, but not to my advantage. This pocket on the left, super shallow, and here is the crux for me. I have to do a pretty dynamic move for my liking, and I have to reach up to this final last pocket. Once I can jump up there, get a secure hold, get the match, drop. This one took me a while to figure out how to start. The double tape was on the big volume. I completely forgot I could just put both my feet below the first hold as a start. So once I got that, smooth sailing from there. These purple holds on this side were pretty deep, nothing too crazy. Once I got my left foot on there, I could just get my right hand on the finish. Just quick match. This was a fun one, pretty easy, but very much being aware of your body. You kind of have to have your hips against the wall the whole time because this wall is perfectly vertical. Being able to switch your feet as well without having to take a look at them since you're actually looking at your hands. So yeah, using the volume and actually using the space between those two volumes to get the tips of my fingers lodged in there. Once you got your right foot on there, finish is pretty easy. This one was super fun, and I actually figured out the beta for this last week, but I just want to get it on camera. Once you get your both feet on that bottom one that you can match, mostly chill. There's a small right foot crimp. Yep. This is where it gets a little bit tricky for me, trying to figure out how to maneuver my body without putting too much force on my arms. Once I can get my right foot on top of there, I can reach the pocket, but this pocket is not deep, and this wall is slightly overhung. So I really can only match for half a second before I fall. I know I need to work on my falls. This one should not have been as hard as it was, but it took me so long to get started. I knew I had the heel hook on the starting hold, or else I couldn't have finished it. But once I've got that figured out, I learned I have to put my right hand as far left on the starting hold as I could so I could match my foot without it getting on top of my hand. Once I match it there, it's a 1-2 move, arm, next heel hook. I get my toe in there. Then this other left hold, top left, it's pretty deep up there. So once I got my hand up there, I felt pretty safe. I actually love these triangle holds where my next right hand is gonna go. For some reason, they're so cool to me. Jump up there, down's pretty deep, nice and easy. Now this start was crazy. If you can see, that start is literally a coin. Once I can tap my hand and get that compression going, this was actually pretty dicey, I'm not gonna lie. So this start was not too crazy, but once you get up there, the holds are much more slopey, and I was not secure. This was the end of my session. I was getting tired. But I had to have that no fall mentality. So was pushing through it even though I knew I was slipping, and you'll actually see towards the end how the finish was pretty dicey and pretty precarious, but had to pull through for it. Here I get my feet on some things that do not inspire much confidence. I'm literally just pushing against the wall, trying to see where I can get my feet, and oof, barely made that. Also, just for context, all purples are V2 to V4 and blacks are V4 to V6.